Baddhan here in Leicester for the UK Asian Film Festival, the start of it. Last night you may have seen some pictures from the gala dinner which took place in central London, and today the opening of the Leicester ceremony. And we're quite excited here because I've got none other than the beauty herself, and she's stunning, isn't she? Let's have a look. This is Mahira Khan. Mahira Khan, welcome to Leicester and welcome to the UK Asian Film Festival. It's so good to see you, and you're looking damn pretty. So this is the first time for you, a part of the UK Asian Film Festival. How has it been for you so far? Now you just arrived yesterday. You came in for the festival yesterday in London.
Yes.
You know, to be part of the festival and also that in a British capital must be a big thing. Right?
Yes, it was. I mean, actually, you know, even before the festival, we were coming to London for Varna, and that got cancelled. I can't tell you why, but it's an interesting story.
Okay.
And I'm trying to give you a cue to ask me why.
I'm
not going to tell you this.
I want to know because I wanted to.
I'm joking. So basically, I was meant to come, and I know that there are so many people over here. At least I feel it. You know that I keep getting all these messages, and they're all from the UK. So I knew that I have to come. And then if the festival came along, and that was very exciting because this time around they are bringing in, you know, all these films which are basically spearheaded by women.
Yeah.
So either the protagonist is a woman, or it's been directed by a woman, or just women-centric films, which was very interesting for me.
Yeah,
so
it's celebrating women empowerment, really, isn't it? I mean, and 100 years since, you know, women started the votes here in the UK, so it's massive,
exactly,
isn't it?
Exactly.
So yeah, Varna. So let's talk about that because
sure.
It's a very kind of hatke subject. It's a very different kind of subject, and different for a Pakistani film as well. You told us about the reason you were going to come here, but it got cancelled.
Right.
Give us more details on that.
No, it's a really silly reason.
Oh, okay.
Because what happened was, imagine everybody's ready. We're ready to go on a promotional tour for Varna. And my father calls me. We're promoting in Pakistan and we're in Islamabad. My father calls me and says, "हाँ भाई, वो तुम्हारा UK का visa expire हो गया." I was like, "क्या?" I couldn't believe it because I had actually fought to get us to go for these promotions. I told them it's very important. You don't understand. We do need to promote this, you know, outside of Pakistan and all of that. And now it was me. I had to make that call. And I called up my producer. I'm like, I don't have a visa. So everything got cancelled. So I wish I was there then, but I think this is a good time.
But a few months down the line, you're here, and that's a great thing to see you part of the film festival here. Of course, the film, it wasn't an easy ride though. When the film released in Pakistan, there was a lot of hoo-ha.
Yes.
Tell us about the controversy and how it affected you.
Okay, well, what happened with Varna was that when it went into to the censor board, a handful of people had a problem with you know, certain topics in Varna, which I didn't understand. But I guess. No, I did not understand. I'm not gonna say this diplomatically. I actually didn't understand. Of course, it talked about things which are sensitive topics, whether it was rape or whether it was certain institutions that do not help you out when you're actually looking for justice, right? But at the end of the day, it was a story, and this is also the truth. This does happen. This exists in not just in our country, world over. So I didn't understand why they wanted to ban it. But the cool part was that even though it was stressful for a few days, and you know, those days were like, oh my God, don't tell me, second film in the same year, and it's not going to show, you know? But everybody, like from journalists to activists to actors, they all sort of came out and they were like, you're gonna, you know, they put pressure on the censor
We saw
board.
because on social media it was trending, wasn't it? Because everyone was like, hang on a sec, you know, why is a film like Varna being banned in Pakistan? It's just not right. But the kind of support you got was incredible. I mean, you mentioned some of the stars, and it's great to be in that kind of place to get that kind of support from artists from the world over. But what do you think it is that a subject like that is not accepted so kind of easily, say in Pakistan, and it is like, say, internationally, like in London?
Actually, I don't think it was the rape part of it, to be very honest. So I think that if it was just another film that was made on rape, I think it would be accepted more easily. I think it was much more than that. And I mean, it was. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was a film that was targeting all the institutions. You know, it was saying that this girl goes to the judiciary, doesn't help her out. She goes to the police station, they don't help her out. The people who have raped her are from a political family. So it was sensitive on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like we're gonna get into trouble. But my director, who had written it, Shrey Mansoor, he knew that he was sort of, he was playing with fire a little bit, and he loves doing that.
Yeah.
So he was treading on those paths for sure. So.
Question also about where you are in your career at the moment. I mean, the position is, you've done some fantastic work. I mean, a lot of kind of commercial kind of subjects you did beforehand to where you are now. Do you think you can tackle those subjects a little bit more easier than what you did before?
Like if I had done Varna.
So if you say Varna before, do you think you would have been accepted of doing such a role then?
That's an interesting question. I think so. Look, if you're a good enough actor, you can carry that character. But I think yes, maybe you're right. They needed someone. At least my director told me. He's like, I want someone that everybody identifies with, and that is you. And that's why I want you for this film. I need you to say these dialogues so that everybody looking at you, who loves you, who appreciates you, or whatever, it's coming from their loved one almost. So maybe that's why he wanted it. But I think that even if I did it a few years back, maybe I wouldn't be as seasoned as an actor.
But I think it's your stature more than anything else. I think because you're in this position, you're kind of like accepted to do such roles, and I think it was a little bit more acceptable for you.
Well, can I tell you something? Maybe you're right, but on the flip side, I've had a lot of people tell me that because you are this actor who people like to see in commercial films, they don't want to see you like this. And that's why a lot of people didn't accept it. So actually what you're saying, a lot of people, especially in the industry, were like, why did you do this? They don't want to see you unhappy or going through abuse, or they don't want to see you in a dark space.
Because I liked,
they
Varna's great.
I
want to see Humsafar, I want to see Bin Roy, that kind of thing.
See, there you go.
That's Amara kind of, we're kind of learned to love. But we want to see you also doing different roles, so this is the reason.
But that fan base is like, no, bring her back to that. So I think maybe that went against the film. I hope not, but maybe it did.
Okay, let's quickly. After, are we going to be doing? Are we going to see some?
Are you getting?
I am. I'm getting this look.
Don't look there. Don't look there.
So about your.
Are you chill? Enjoy.
I know. I want to carry on. So in terms of future work, are you going to go back to the old Mahira, or are you going to be carrying on with? I know you got something which is a lot more light-hearted coming up, right?
Yes, but it's still not the old Mahira. I think the old Mahira is more, I think, what I am and what I was comfortable with, But as an actor, like I just want to do. I want to challenge myself, and then I'll go back to whatever I enjoy. Like I've realized, I enjoy romance. I enjoy singing and dancing. I really do, Like if you were to ask me, I love drama also. Like I love it. I love it.
The zooms,
So I'm not gonna, so I can't really pretend that I like doing something. If you ask me, like what I would like to do all the time, those are the kind of films I'd love to do all the time. But then again, there are times where I feel, can I do this? I want to challenge myself. So Varna is a challenge. Saad Din Mohabbatein is an out-and-out comedy. And I don't know how I'm going to do in comedy.
It's a difficult subject.
It is.
To entertain people like that.
Absolutely.
Comedy.
And then I'm doing Mola Jat, which is a whole different zone. It's another language.
To television. Any return back to television?
I wanted to. Last year there was a project that I love that was with me, and I really wanted to do it, but I think next year. I think when I'm done with these films. Then,
you're doing a lot of work with Hum TV, right? So you're going to stay with Hum TV, or you're going to be doing some other work?
Well, Hum TV is family, by the way. Like I go in and that's my Mecca. I feel like I'm going back to my mother's house, so for sure, Hum TV is somewhere where I feel very comfortable. And they have the best stories, But obviously, I'm open to working with other channels if. For sure.
And quickly, Reese, I know it was, sorry, I can't let you go without asking that. It was a difficult time at that time. How did you feel at that time, and how are you feeling now? Have you kind of accepted it? Is it all behind you?
Yeah, I've accepted it. I mean, So it's, I mean, I don't have any real bitterness towards it. You know, just in the car when we were coming, we were listening to Zalma, and
I had it on my radio show today.
really,
So, yeah, that's one song that I constantly play.
yeah.
I love
So these guys were playing it, and I was like enjoying it, and all I could think of was the memories.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I'm so grateful for that time.
Yeah.
Of course, हजारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी
Yeah.
कि हर ख्वाहिश पे दम निकले. So if you ask me, would I wish for something more? Yes, I would. I would. I would have loved it if I was there for my film's premiere, sat with my crew, watched it.
Yeah.
But am I still very grateful that I experienced that? I'm so happy.
Thank you so much, Mahira. I mean, I'd love to talk to you longer, but I've got evil looks. They're coming closer.
You know what I did, right? Did you see what I've done?
You did it, right? And I'm trying to avoid the eye
Everyone wants a
contact.
piece of Mahira with your short square. Thank you so
Mahira,
much.
thank you so much. Thank you.